Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi. Hi guys. Would you quit your job for $100? For $100 million, I mean. Your job, your paying job. No matter the salary, it's small, it's big. Would you quit for $100,000? Let me know. Let me see your votes. Yes or no. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. Nobody online. Is there no one online? Wow, no. $100,000. That's what we're talking about here. It's not just $100. I mean $1,000. $100,000. That's what I'm talking about. Hmm. I don't know which country you might be watching from, but I think $100,000 is going to do a lot in your country, especially if the dollar currency is making a lot of sense in your country. In my own country here, that's a lot of money. A whole lot of money. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Buzz. Oh, Buzz, hi. Hi. So, yeah, for me, it's a big yes, especially if I'm being paid peanuts, like let's say 30,000 naira. Though I'm a teacher, and teachers really do not earn a lot in my country. So I guess I would rather use that money for something better, like establishing a business, opening a business. Yeah, it would be more better than my job. So for me, it's a very, very big yes, guys. I would quit my job for $100,000. I'm going to use it to start a very good, nice business. It's going to go a very long way for me. Hi, hi, Michael Boya. Yeah, like I said, why is because uh, teachers don't get to be paid quite a lot of money in my country, and I'm a teacher. Teachers earn peanuts, so having that amount for a deal to quit my job, I would do it. I better go and use the money to run a very good business. Yeah. At times, career is one thing that people love doing. But at times, money actually have to also inspire you in your own career. Yes, even while you love your career, even while you love your job, it has to be a very good paying one that it can sustain you. You can actually feed with it. You can actually, take care of yourself with it. It can actually pay your bills. Hi, have a great day. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Bye. Bye. Bye, boss. So, yeah, like I said, if career is one thing that somebody likes, it should also be something that that should actually be able to feed you, pay your bills. Yeah, just loving career alone is not enough. So yeah, I would quit my job for $100,000. Yeah, I know it's not up to $1,000,000 here we're talking about. It's $100,000. I will. What is my? What is your biggest fear? that's very, that's very deep. That's a deep question. What is my biggest fear? Well, I can't really say. As far as I have God with me, I can't really say. Yeah, because at times when you have things you are afraid of as a human, and you have God with you, I think at times those fears are just human feelings. Why? Because God can actually help you solve those fears. We human at times we are engraved with fear of the unknown. Like we don't know how tomorrow is going to be, if our job, we're going to be sacked. We don't pray so. Just anything, but yeah, like I say, no matter what it is, as long as you have your creator beside you, you have your creator with you, it's just something that you can overcome. So back to the topic where I am asking the question, if you would quit your job for $100,000. I don't know how much that is in your country, from wherever you're watching from, but it's quite a lot in my country here. Not so much as $1,000,000 would do, but it's still quite much. It's something one can actually use to start up something small. And yeah, if God puts his blessings, with time it might grow bigger. So yeah, definitely I would do that. Yeah, because teaching is one profession that is not being valued in my country. It's so unfortunate. So that's why majority of the time a lot of persons travel out from my country to teach in places where teaching as a career is being valued, where your time and your effort is being valued. You're being paid well for your effort and your impact you're making in life. I don't think teaching should be something that is a low earning profession. But unfortunately, in my country, it is. If you tell someone you're a teacher, they just look at you as if you're playing. They don't just rate you as someone that is earning well. Like there's this kind of eye, they will just look at you. Hey, this one I just managing person. This one is just somebody that is just managing. Why? Because everybody knows that the profession doesn't pay well. It doesn't. And it's so sad, it's so painful that teaching as a profession doesn't pay well, because teaching is one profession that teaches every other profession. Yeah, teaching is one profession that teaches every other profession, but unfortunately it has been so downgraded in my country that young people at times do not even want to study education. Nobody wants to study education. Why? Because there's no money in it. Now, if you go to the labor market, forget about those days where people just want to study a particular course for the sake of I love it. Nowadays, especially parents, no longer advise their children to just go for what they are passionate about. Yes, many parents don't do that. That's why you see many parents choosing careers for their children. Why? Because it's not all about what you love. Okay, what if what you love cannot pay the bills? What if what you love cannot put food on your table? You see, so that is why you see parents most times emphasizing courses like engineering, nursing, medicine for their children, even at times when they know that the brain capacity of the child might not be able to evaluate to that particular course. They still just want their children to study those courses, and I don't blame them. It's out of love, actually. It's out of love that the children would be able to fend for themselves when it gets to a particular point in life. They'll be able to pay their bills, take care of themselves and their family. So it's out of love, actually. So yeah, but if you find that as a parent that the career your child wants to do, or whatsoever your child wants to read in school, it's something that can actually pay his or her bill as time goes on, I would advise you let them study it. So back to the question, would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Please let the vote come in. Wow, the vote here is saying 50-50, which actually means a lot of persons would not quit their job for $100,000. I guess those are people that are having a very good paying job, which means, let's say, even a month they can actually get that amount, or perhaps maybe like 2 months they'll be able to save up to that amount. Now, if you have such a job, I don't think there's any need for you to quit, except it's a low paying job that you're doing that you don't get to save quite a lot. That is when you say, okay, oh, $100,000 will go a long way for me. Let me just quit my job. Yeah, so, but like I say, if you're somebody that is earning very, very good, I think you would say no. You would be among the people saying no. So we have 20 votes here, yeah, and like I say, 50% saying yes, 50% saying no. So let me know, cast your votes. Would you quit your job for $100,000? For me, like I have said before, I would, because my job tends to be a very low paying job. It's a very low paying job. So yeah, I guess I would, because it will go a long way, at least to start something small. Yeah. So cast your votes, guys. Cast your vote, cast your vote. Let me see. Let me know. Comments. And if yes, comment, let me know why you would quit your job for $100,000. If no, let me also know why. If you would not want to quit your job for $100,000. So guys, I'm waiting for your votes. I'm waiting for your comments. Hi, is there still anybody watching? Because as of now, I'm seeing 0 viewers. I don't know if it's network. If you're here and you're watching, please make a comment so I would know you're watching. Okay? And cast your votes. Would you quit your job for $100,000? That's the topic of today. Would you quit your job for $100,000? For me, I would. I would quit my job for $100,000. Why? Because it's a low-paying job. But I guess if you're someone that earn quite a lot, that has a high-paying job, I guess you'll be among those that will be saying no. Oh, somebody just cast their vote saying no, which means I guess this person is having a good paying job, which may likely uh, be someone that is even earning up to that $100,000 a month, or maybe more than, yeah, or perhaps somebody that can actually save 2 months to get that $100,000. So let me know, would you quit your job for $100,000? I'm not talking about in your currency. I'm talking about in dollars. Now, if your country currency is lower than dollars, that means $100,000 should go a long way in your country, except maybe your country currency is very high compared to the dollar currency. For mine, like I said, in Nigeria, the dollar currency is high than my country currency. It's very, very high. So yeah, I would, like I said, because my job is a low paying job. So let me see your votes, guys, and comment to, would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Can you imagine? I started singing. I even know how to sing. Oh my god. Yeah. It's so painful actually, like I said before, that teaching is not being valued over here. Very, very, very painful. And that's why a lot of persons that have opportunity go out of the country to do what they love for their value that they offer, for the service that they offer, which can actually pay their bills and, you know, make them feel valued. Yeah, one thing is to do something, and another thing is to appreciate the person doing that thing. If you are a mechanic, for instance, and in your country you're not being valued, and you tend to have the opportunity to go to places like Canada, where same mechanics are being demanded uh, in high uh, in high rates, and they are being paid well, won't you go? Yeah, you will, right? So that is it. That is it. Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Let me know. Cast your votes. Wow, a lot of persons say no. I guess I have rich people here. People that are earning quite very well, unlike me. I guess I have people that are being paid quite very well here, unlike me. And that's why I'm having a lot of votes that are saying no. Wow, you guys must be rich. Wow, for me that's going to do quite a lot, so I would hastily quit though. I will hastily quit. So let me know, guys. Vote, vote. Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Let me know. Cast your votes. Vote, vote, vote. Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? I don't know. Oh, yeah, let me know, let me know, let me know. Cast your vote, cast your vote, cast your vote. Oh, excuse me. Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Let me know yes, no. Let me know yes, no. Is it yes? Is it no? Is it yes? Is it no? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? No, I guess why one of the reasons why I've suddenly turned this into music is because I think that is one of the qualities of teachers, especially if you teach in kindergarten, especially if you teach the little children. There are times when you teach and before you know, you have to sing, you have to share up the children. Yeah, you know, especially little children, at times their attention just weighed off, unlike youngsters and teenagers that can actually maintain their concentration for quite a long period of time. Toddlers aren't like that. So if you are teaching toddler, there's every possibility that when you are in class, you will have to sing. And some people actually see this as something that is childish. That is why a lot of persons cannot teach. Not everybody can teach. Yeah, not everybody can actually teach. Because sometimes you just find yourself doing funny things, things that children do, and one of them is singing. So it's just like singing lullabies and the rest. You know, you have to sing rhymes and you have to behave funny. You have to behave childish, and that is one way children would align to what you're teaching. That is one way children would want to see you as somebody that is fun to learn from. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm singing. Would you quit your job for $100,000? It's funny. It's funny, isn't it? So let me know, guys. Cast your votes and comment. Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Would you quit your job for $100,000? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. Would you quit your job for $100,000? For me, like I said, I would like gladly quit my job for $100,000. Yeah, guys, cast your vote, and please tap on the screen. Please tap on the screen, guys. Tap on the screen, please. Tap on the screen, so YouTube would push this live stream forward. Tap on the screen. Tap on the screen. Would you quit your job for $100,000? And how much would that go in your currency? Would it go a long way? Let me know, guys. Tap on the screen. Tap on the screen. Show some love, guys. Show some love, guys. Show some love. Show some love. Tap on the screen. Tap on the screen. Yeah, subscribe also, guys. Subscribe, because I guess I'll be doing quite a lot of live videos. At times I feel more comfortable making live videos than making normal video. But anyway, Anyways, anyone I feel comfortable doing at the moment, I will do. So tap on the screen, guys. Show some love, guys. Show some love so that YouTube can promote this video. Show some love, guys. Tap on the screen. Please, if you're watching, tap on the screen, tap on the screen, tap on the screen. Tap on the screen, show some love, guys. Tap on the screen. Tap on the screen, tap on the screen. Tap on the screen, guys. Tap on the screen.